Hi everyone, meet Skylar. She's an 8-month-old golden retriever puppy. She's in training for a service dog. She's been to tons of classes, knows all of her basics, very food-based. But as you can see, they're having some problems with her. She can't sit and hang out with the family because she constantly gets into stuff, chews on the leash, chews on the rug, the furniture. Picks up things, with her mouth constantly. So she just really can't be off leash or unsupervised anywhere, not even in the yard, because she'll eat rocks. But probably her biggest issue is her owner isn't able to really walk her because she gets really out of control with biting the leash and mouthing. And she actually mouths quite hard, surprisingly. It's not like a typical puppy mouthing that you would have to deal with. It's quite hard. And she's doing some training to just learn the concept of no and become off-leash reliable. So we're doing the full series with her there. She's chewing on the edge of the chair. Doing the full series with her with Prong and Ecollar training, and that way she'll be able to get her service dog status much quicker that way, because we're really just going to hone in on her skills and help her learn how to be calm so her family can enjoy her. This is her being playfully mouthy, but we had tried to get her to stop, and she wouldn't. She actually just considers it challenging and fun to tell her no, or even to pop it out of her mouth. And she just thinks it's all a game, but then she escalates and starts actually mouthing your hands as well. So it gets really difficult to take her anywhere or do anything with her. Finally, this is the other thing that she really likes to do, even in public places. And I believe they've even tried, food, and they've tried other things to get her to snap out of it. And she would rather do these kinds of behaviors. So we've got a lot to work on, but we look forward to it.
Hey guys, Bethany Wilson here from Ruff Beginnings Rehab. Gonna be working with a golden retriever. So we're gonna start her on Prong, get her used to it, see what her initial reaction is to it. So you're gonna see everything from the moment that I put it on this morning to trying it out and just seeing how she does with it, because she's used to a harness. So she's pretty pushy, pretty bratty girl. She doesn't listen to no, doesn't have a concept or understanding of no. So she picks up everything off the ground. She can't hang out with her owners in the house because she doesn't know how to turn off, right? And that's important for every dog, let alone a service dog. So yeah, so let's see how she does. Her name is Skylar.
So right here, I'm just getting an idea of how to fit the prong. So I'm taking links out as I go. Though there are some exceptions for fearful dogs, the prong collar is supposed to fit very snug and high on the neck and stay up there as much as possible, even though sometimes you do need to adjust it throughout working with the dog, especially with a younger dog with all the extra skin she's still got. But it's supposed to be very snug, right under the jawline. You can see right there, right behind the ears.
When she pulls out ahead, I give tension and release it. Good girl. Oh, here we go. As soon as she makes a decision to come in my direction. Good girl. Yeah. So she likes to put the brakes on and things like that with her harness on all the time. So she'll do it with this too. what we're doing, oh, good girl. We're teaching pressure, okay? So we're kind of doing a little dance, getting her used to it. And when she pulls, I just have tension on the leash. Good girl. And when she gives into the tension, I release the leash pressure. Good girl. She's not used to anyone having control of her head. Yeah, there you go. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah, come on. Good. So that was pretty good. That was a lot milder than I thought it would be. So I have a feeling we might see more resistance from her later as we go along. Anytime you use something new, there's going to be a huge advantage usually. The dog is usually either going to throw a complete fit, right? Or it's going to be new and they'll respond to it right away. And then over the course of a few days, some of the old behaviors might seep back in, like the biting of the leash and jumping up and going completely limp and refusing to move, stuff like that. But that was pretty good, especially for a young dog that's never had anything like control, you know, around her neck before. So we're going to do a little bit more of that. Let's go. Good girl. Good. So it's a little bit of tension. And then as soon as she makes the decision to come to me, I release the tension. So notice I'm not pulling her. I'm not pulling. It's just tension. Good. Good girl. Good girl. Not completely committed that time. Yeah. Good girl. Good job. Good girl. That's good. Good girl. Yeah. Good.
So stay tuned for part 2 of this puppy working on Prong and learning how to get to this calm state of mind.